Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well, that's a weird way to start things, but YOLO. Howdy. Hello, 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 hello. Melting, I couldn't sleep, it was so hot. Still is hot, I've given up. See, normally I would offer wise words of wisdom and perseverance and all that kind of stuff, but when you're trying to sleep and it's too hot, yeah, you're screwed. The same thing happens down here. If it's too hot and you don't have air conditioning, it just, there's an optimal temperature for sleep, and if you're not meeting that, then sleep is just a no. It doesn't happen. You just end up tossing and turning and sweating like crazy. Well, we couldn't be in more opposite situations. Y'all are melting over there. I'm freezing down here. Unseasonable cold, they call it. I think we're close to freezing, or maybe a little bit above, a little bit below. Not too crazy either way. No snow, it's just cold and windy. Had me a dream about a tornado a couple of nights ago, which was no doubt caused by just hearing wind while I was sleeping, and my brain's gone, ooh, wind. Obviously that means dream of tornado and terrify poor Plague, but you know, that's just how it works. I'm naturally hot. Well played. So he just murders me and cold cuddles me. Aww. For many, many years, I basically ignored temperature entirely. I was one of those people who'd be wandering around outside in a t-shirt on like windy 5 degrees Celsius days. I'd just be like, I don't care. And then as time's gone on, I've gone around the other way and been like, you know what? Hoodie weather. It's definitely time for the hoodie. Which is exactly what it is now, basically. Yeah. Hope you're all doing well. Melting aside, or freezing aside, depending on where y'all are in the world. It's Friday. It is Friday. Well, for some of you it's maybe Thursday, for some of you it's nearly Saturday, for some of you it's 1876. You know, I don't judge. I'm very inclusive when it comes to time zones and, of course, epochs of history. If there's any time travelers in chat, you know, you're welcome here. But, yeah, being Friday, it is the end of a long and stressful work week. We jump in and we play something that's kind of chill, something that's kind of mindless, kind of dumb, just to burn off some of that excess energy from the heights of the previous work week. Man, I tell you, it's been a hectic week. Very hectic. We have, in the place where I work now, we have periods that are exceptionally busy compared to other periods. And then we have times within each month which are somewhat busier than the other. So we're in a bit of a triple whammy at the moment where it's naturally busy period and there's a lot of work on. It's end of month, which means other people are panicking about trying to get as much of the work invoiced out as possible. Like, we do the work, but then we have this bad habit of not properly finalizing and invoicing everything out. And it just sort of sits in that final 1/3 of its life cycle, and then towards the end of the month people panic and just jump onto this massive stuff and get it through, which they're trying to change that habit, but they've been doing it that way for years, and old habits are hard to break and whatnot. And then the third period of stress is it's the time within the month which is already the busiest anyways, just because each month has its own busy period. So you've got that 3 levels of stress. Now, the work that I do is very simplistic, but there are times where even I'm just like, holy crap, there's a lot going on. So I got through the work week, did a little bit of overtime, feeling kind of tired, but it's done. It's the kind of tired where you've achieved everything that you needed to. There's 1 or 2 things left, but you know exactly what they are, and you're going to jump on them as soon as you rock up next week. So there's that kind of feeling of control. It's like, yes, I can do this. I know what's happening next. But yeah, that's kind of what my week has been like. That's what my past 2 weeks have been like, really. Did have a cold. There was something going around the office, and that kept me from streaming last weekend. I was basically fine. It was just I was all sniffly and my throat hurt and whatnot. So it was kind of like, well, I can either sneeze every 10 seconds or I can just take a break for a week. Distracting myself from the heat with modded Stardew. Sturdaw? I think even modded, I was never able to get into Stardew Valley for some reason, but Fields of Mistria, which is very heavily inspired by the OG, for some reason that does work for me. I don't know why, I've never understood why. Never really got the reason for that. But, yeah, that's how it works for me. But, yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna do some Stardew, digital chores as it were. I think in our younger years we would all hate to do chores and so on and so forth, but then as we get older and grumpier, the idea of owning a farm somewhere and doing your own chores becomes increasingly appealing. At least it does for me. And not because of the produce, but Bobby, thank you. I am pretty much completely healed. Still got a little bit of a tickle in the back of the throat, so to speak, but I am mostly recovered. But thank you. So anyways, Fields of Mistria, Farming Simulator, digital chores. It's gonna be awesome. Aside from that, there's not really much else that's been going on. I picked up a second-hand laptop last weekend, so I spent a bit of time just tinkering with that. So for many years I used a ThinkPad X220, which was an old laptop, and then what happened was after like frickin' 8 years of service, that thing's died. I've opened it up and I've tried the usual troubleshooting steps like replacing the CMOS battery, swapping out the RAM, trying different things. It's pretty much cooked, and I didn't particularly feel like poking at it with a multimeter to see if I could figure out what part exactly is broken. Although now, in hindsight, I'm thinking maybe I want to go back and do that. So I jumped on the eBays and started looking around, and I found a similar laptop which is a little bit newer for a reasonably cheap price. That came in last weekend, and I've been basically setting that up and using it. For some bizarre reason, it doesn't do well with wake and suspend for some reason. So if you leave it sitting on a desk, it's fine, but if you throw it in a backpack, which I do, for some reason the session drops, the machine completely turns off, and it can't be woken from hibernation, so you have to boot fresh again. And I have no idea why. It's got to be something physical, because if sitting on a desk it's fine, but then thrown in a backpack for some reason it's not fine. I don't quite get that. Anyways, there shall be some more troubleshooting with that. Aside from that though, pretty much business as usual. The goal this weekend is to be as lazy as possible. But let's jump into this. Now, to my knowledge, the developers of this game have not yet implemented like marriage, which is, of course, one of the core things that's in Stardew, is you eventually get to the point where you can marry some of the NPCs and whatnot. I don't believe Fields of Mystery has done that yet, so we can only go so far, but I'm well behind anyways, so I'll get around to it eventually. Also, for those of you who have not seen, internet legend and YouTube sensation PewDiePie posted some videos about his journey into Linux, open source, and self-hosting. So definitely check it out. I think it's been months since I last played this game. Barely even remember what I'm up to. I'm a simple creature. Okay. Alright, that's all grown away. I think we just got that, but we don't have enough to buy cows and whatnot yet. Small barn. Yes, so we have shelter for chickens and cows, but we don't actually own cows and chickens yet. So that's got to be next in our to-do list. So... to the mines. The idea is just... get as much resources as we can to build up enough funds to buy some livestock. And then we're Gucci. That's the plan anyways. Now, will it work? Maybe. Wait, this is new. I don't think I've seen this before. Oh, interesting. Shooting Star Festival? I have no idea what that is. Looking forward to watching the stars tonight. Huh, I had no idea this was a thing. Request for a seashell. Yes, we shall. Ah, yes, I think the last thing that I did was get this up and running again. Alright. Celine lent me a very interesting book about medicinal herbs. I wonder if Nora can procure these oils and extracts for you. I think with teamwork, anything is possible. Egg drop soup. I'll take free food. Well, that explains all of these. Path of recovery from the earthquakes has been paved by the hard work of the community. It's been wonderful how everyone pitched in, especially you. Aww. Gotta love that recognition. If only we got that in real life, eh? Terethia, Earl, and I have a tradition of watching the shooting stars together. This year's no different. I mean, it's pretty much late afternoon anyways. I don't know if we're going to have much time to actually be in the mines and do any kind of meaningful work. It may be best to call the day done. Waste some time, and then enjoy whatever event is going on. Does this go anywhere? No, it doesn't. Hey Joe, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely, lovely morning. How's things? How you been? Nice time. I didn't even know there was a festival in this game until just now. Really a bit of a surprise, but yeah. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'd say all was good. It's been a long, stressful day. But that is all done with, and now I can relax and take it easy. Today is also cheat day, which means that I have enjoyed chips and ice cream. But that was a couple of hours ago, so I am happy as a pig in mud. Grab that. I like I can actually go into the water in this game. I'm pretty sure at the start you can't do that natively. Maybe there's a mod for it. What? There's no rupees? How could Zelda have lied to us? Happy the dead pig in the sunshine. I think the funniest one I heard was happy... No, what was it? Oh, one of my old bosses. She was leaving for the day and she goes, I'm off like a bucket of prawns in the sun. And I was like... Nobody calls them prawns. Except us down here, we call them prawns. You guys call them shrimp. I already went this way. More Zelda vibes? Yeah, especially when I see all that grass together, I just get the urge to pull out a sword and start swinging in the hopes. What's this thing? Ah, no. I wanted the other thing. Caldosian sword, an uncommon artifact, Imperial officer sword from the early days of the Caldosian Empire. Cool. Love the Aussie culture. We are a weird bunch down here. Even I have to admit that, and I'm one of us. Now, I don't know what this event is or how it's going to work. I assume it involves stars and nighttime. Go to the Russian market. Hang on, everyone's heading out this way. How do I attend this star festival? Where's everyone? Everyone is gathering hither. Is there some kind of... Shooting Star Festival, visit the Shooting Star Festival at the summit after 8 PM. Okay, well, it's pretty much now. Where the heck is the summit? Summit. Okay, so we were to go up and to the left, and then up. That is what we're looking for. We have to get up there. Participate. Although, why there's all these decorations down here? I don't quite understand. But always we fearless. Oh, we are all fearless, except when it comes to magpies. Then that'll sort out the men from the boys, I tell you. Oh, I don't want to go to the mines. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Hang on, hang on, hang on. You need to go up one. Magpies, boids. They are these noisy, cheeky, aggressive little buggers. And when it's their breeding season, they attack anything that gets too close to their nest. So you'll be walking along, minding your own business, and then just suddenly they start swooping you. And yeah, it... Wait, is this a dead end? How am I lost? How many hours have I played this game and I still don't know where everything is? Oh, we have to go over there. I think I may inadvertently miss this event. Purely because I have a terrible sense of direction. And for many, many years now, I have had a theory that all VTubers suck at directions. Killed 2 spiders yesterday, the size of half to the quarter. Damn near squealed. I have spiders that size in my bedroom right now, just chilling in corners and whatnot. And And this is a dead end as well. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I know where I need to go now. I think I've just realised it. Okay, hopefully it's not too late to get the event. The stairs are here. This is what we're after. I think. Maybe? Yes. Hmm. Wait a minute. Was I supposed to bring someone to this festival? Uh-oh. Oh no. I think I inadvertently... My introvert powers were so strong I forgot to invite someone to a famous couples event. Oops. My bad. Well, I guess my character's now officially a lifelong bachelor. Anyways. In my defense, it's been weeks since I last played this game, so I'm catching up as to what all of this is. So much for the perfect first date. I know, right? I mean, I technically could flip it and say we were just on a date with ourselves. Alright, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Cash for foraging. Oh, and all my crops are withered again. Means we now need to grow new crops that fit the season. Dagnammit. Oh well, here's what it is. Grilled corn. I don't think I've ever grilled corn. I mean, I've eaten corn, of course. I've had popcorn, but I've never just, like, grilled corn. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Certain crops don't cultivate. Yeah, exactly. But that means that the crops that you have will die pretty much as soon as the season changes. So if you happen to have anything that's not quite finished, then yeah, it's toast. Let us pray to the dragon god. So I finished clearing away the marks left behind by the earthquakes. Well done. I am glad to see that. I am glad to see things in order. Alrighty then. Oops. Huh. Okay. I think we're definitely in autumn by the look of it. What the heck is this? Or is this just a dead shrubbery? Chestnuts. Oh, I thought it was something. I do like the color scheme, but I gotta say, it's a little exaggerated, but not bad. Sound like a Yakuza drug lord with an accent. I don't think I could pull off some of the performances of the Yakuza series. There are some really good voice actors in that franchise. Alright, where are we going? No one's here. Ooh, I like that outfit. Their clothes change over the seasons as well. So the summer outfits were quite nice. I am certainly a fan of the autumn outfit here. You there, have you noticed any strange phenomenon lately? Did you forget my name? You mean, like, other than you? What? No. It's... Huh, she did remember. Look at that blushing. I love the eyebrow twitch. Please try and focus. While tracking leyline shifts early this morning east of town, I noticed a frog. And... judging by your tone, you haven't noticed any unusual amphibian behavior. This frog seemed much more intelligent than his fellows. I sense a deeper mystery at work here. It's a shame you weren't more help, but I suppose that's not a particular surprise. Let me know if you do see anything. Such an attitude, so much sass. I won my wagon in a card game, lost in another one. Won it back, of course. I always do. Reminds me of Landor Calrissian from the Star Wars franchise. Except he didn't get his ship back. We're headed to the mines. Why are we headed to the mines? We're headed there to get some cash. How much room do we actually have? Not a lot, actually. We should probably get rid of some of this stuff. Ooh. Peaches. We can make some basic foodstuffs with this stuff that we're gathering. It also doesn't help that I get distracted very easily. Alright, so get some cooking. So we do some cooking, we get some food. We use that food to sustain ourselves in the mines while we get rich. It's a perfect plan. Nothing could go wrong. We also need to get rid of this, but we can do that later. You're always so busy. It helps keep me motivated. Let's keep working hard. The best way to check up on townsfolk would be to use your Royal Spy Network. I don't have anything like that. Lies. That's what we want them to think. I agree with her. I think there is a Royal Spy Network. You look exhausted. Stay up too late. Fall is a wonderful time of year because I get to break out the old sweater vest. What? No dad jokes? Unimaginable. How could he? I feel abandoned. Okay. What can we make? Nothing? Oh, make coconut. No, it's better than nothing. We start to get some dairy products when we have cows. Let's just cook up the last of it. May as well. Oh, I don't have room for it. Lovely. I shall have to come back for that. My inventory management skills are non-existent. Yeah, let's get rid of some stuff. Alright. Sure, all of this will come in handy. I am not a hoarder. I mean, I am a hoarder, but not a hoarder. Keep that up there. And that's empty, that's empty. Okay, good. Now we can grab our food. Then we go to the mines. Then we get rich. It's all coming together. The plan is a go. Right. Go. Yeah, we got that. This way. Now, it would have been smart of me to have brought some of those things that I'd been digging up, because we could deliver those to the museum while I was on the way, so you can see where I'm having my inventory problems. A solution? Get another backpack. Then I have 3 rows of inventory space. Efficiency? Nah. Or yes. The garden was overflowing with heather this season. I have so much now. Yep, take some. How nice. What very nice neighbors we have. Oh, I love me some blackberries. Delicious. Alright. Wait. Okay. There we go. I think I need to upgrade my gear a lot more. We need more storage capacity and we need better tools. Could be the next thing to worry about after we get some animals. So get some cash, get some livestock, get some money coming in from that, upgrade the tools, romance some NPCs in preparation for the next update. There's a lot on the to-do list. Oh, I was not expecting that. Ooh, hate these things. There we go. There we go. What's this thing? Ah. Sweet fruit. Ah, okay. I think it's every 5 levels we get like an elevator that leads us down there. So if we can get to level 10, if we pass out, then that'll be a very good stopping point. Because we can only go until like 2 AM or something like that, and the game's like, no, you must sleep. It's like, but what if you have insomnia? Or what if you don't like sleeping? You're not given a choice though. Go. No, so close. That's what we're after. Now if we could just find that last floor, that's what we need. We also definitely want whatever's over here. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Faint whisper breaks the silence. Hero. Hope. I would love to, but if we don't get out of here like now, we're gonna pass out. And if we, well, we're gonna pass out anyways, we're too far away from home. Well, we tried. I think it's 2 AM is the death hour. If we're not in bed by then, we pass out. And there's no way we're gonna make it in time, so YOLO. Too tired to continue. Then we just pass out in the middle of the street. Outrageous. You've been hard at work around Mistria. The magic returning to me through your efforts has begun to clear my mind. Wait, you've been watching me? I always thought about that. Let's assume that ghosts, demons, and all the rest of it is real. How many of them are just secretly pervs watching you? You can imagine you're living your life, doing your thing, and just ghosts around you or watching you in the shower. Because there are real life voyeurists out there that love that kind of stuff. So when they die, it makes sense. You may not like the thought and you may not like where it's going, but it makes sense. Lucky me, I don't shower so they can't watch. Not to help out. I'm grateful. I have now recalled a particular spell suitable for human use, as well as the means by which to bestow it to you. I will now grant you the full restore spell, which you'll be able to access from your journal. Casting it will fully restore your health and stamina. Your mana will restore bit by bit each night after a spell has been cast. Use it wisely. So it's basically a full heal once per day. Whereas magic spells will unlock throughout the course of the game. Use unlock spell, select and pin it. Okay. Ooh, looks like we can grow stuff. New mana orbs will unlock. Okay. Maybe we needed to pass out at least once to get that to work. overslept. Oh, so it's not like a seriously bad sort of a deal. It's just like a debuff. I can deal with that. Air shipment, grilled poached pear. Okay. I like it. What's this? Stone horse. What else can we do? Well, we don't need all this stone, so let's get rid of that. Sell that for cash. Okay. Mine storage chest. Nice. Mushroom cap. Oh, we can Mario now. And we can do this one. They're soaked in syrup. Another cooking recipe. Love it. Get all that there. Let's grab that. Ouch. Hey, buddy. Morning. How you doing? Pretty sure that all of these have been donated. This one has not. How you doing so far? Sleepy? Still in bed? I'm looking forward to going to sleep tonight, to be honest. It's a rather cold evening. And yeah, it just seems like really appealing to be warm and in bed. You know what I'm saying? You. Ah, another day in Mistria. Well, I have a gift for you. Why? Because I just have a gift. There you go. He likes bugs, so we give him bugs. Alright then, what's on the board? Best for a fog orchid. Yes, ma'am. It doesn't sound appealing to me at all. What was this, the real plague? I mean... You know, it's funny, I had this conversation literally tonight. I got a lift home from work with a colleague, and I was having a chat with her about exactly this, where a couple of months ago, sorry. I was like, I'm gonna weekend max and like not sleep much. And then I told her about how I had basically done a complete 180 and gone, you know what, sleep is actually kind of good. So I understand your confusion. I acknowledge it. It is legitimate. It's just, you know, there are times where even I am just like, yeah, some sleep would be good. Like a good afternoon nap on a Sunday. That is just, you can't beat that. Oh, damn. Okay. The outfits that they change into every season, really nice. I really like the stuff that she wears most of the time. I think Raina's my favourite so far. Raina and the princess here, Adeline. Juniper asked for one of her old hand-me-downs. I told her thank you, but not really. She would look good wearing some of Juniper's old stuff. I'm just saying. I think she agreed a little too quickly, though. Nothing more fun than getting to work with fresh fall produce. Hope you're planning to grow lots. Isn't she adorable? Thanks for always making time for me. Glad we can be more than work friends. Aw, she's blushing. Love it. Absolutely love it. I don't think I've seen all the outfits. Yeah, so Kid's melting in the heat, and I don't blame him. You can't really sleep properly with, it's too warm. Excuse me. Western ruins are an excellent place for finding artifacts. There are so many discoveries waiting to be made. Wahahaha. AC broke, never had one. Law fan life. Oh man, yeah. One thing that I always do, and I just call it ghetto air conditioning, but take a hand towel or a cloth, soak it in water, and you have to put it around your neck so that it's touching the back. Right where the two major arteries are. It'll help cool you down. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. And if you've got a fan going at the same time, more effective. I use that in summer all the time. You'll literally see me walking around in the middle of summer with just like a bit of a... I use hand towels. So I have these hand towels on the back of my neck, and they're always soaked with water before I leave the house. And they are just long enough that they touch the two major arteries around my neck, and it just cools me down. What's on your mind? I don't have any updates to that second dragon statue yet. You want to know its history of the mines? We don't know too much, but there is evidence a pre-Eldarian society once utilized underground chambers for cultural and religious activities. Pre-Eldarian, pre-Elder, its origins likely predate even the rule of the Witch Queens. There are surely artifacts yet to be discovered that will reveal more about them. I mean, I love history too. But that guy needs to get out of the house a bit more. Okay, what are we going to do now? It's 4 PM. Let's dig up some stuff outside. Then we'll go to the mines tomorrow. That's the plan. I don't think this game has a marriage system yet. I think it just has the heart system. Hang on. So it has the heart system with the characters, but I don't think it works yet. You have to wait for the developers to release an update, which then will unlock marriage. So, yeah, that should be interesting. Where am I going? Yes, this way. I think Leslie got to his dateable. Ah! Well, I need to hurry up and get to that point with some characters then. Why? Because it's an achievement. Any other goodies? All as many? Nope, nothing else. Okay. Yeah, not the end of the world. Let's head indoors in this weather. You know, I was watching YouTube earlier tonight, just chilling before stream, and one of the things that popped up was a video that was filmed in quarantine. It was just a dude who was doing a cooking channel. And that was when it clicked to me that it's been 5 years since the COVID days started. 5 whole years. Can you believe that? Where does the time fly, I tell you? Ay, ay, ay. I still remember at the very beginning of all this, just my boss sitting me down outside the elevators in the office and just going, yeah, this is going to be real bad. And he was sick with something at the time. And then I was only later I realised that he probably had it, and I probably got it from him. But never tested positive for it, so... COVID, of course, that is. There you are. Have you gleaned anything from your amphibian research? No. My own efforts have been less than fruitful as well. We are rather in the hinterlands, aren't we? Yes, ma'am. I managed to talk my way into Errol's good graces and obtain access to the museum's archives. Unfortunately, it's a mess. I think a curator could quickly identify all books and artifacts that are related to frogs, but frankly, he looked bewildered. The man is clearly out of his depth. Afraid I'll have to resort to careful experimentation to tease out the secrets of this frog. Local folk tales suggest some ideas. You're not thinking of kissing the frog, are you? I mean, I'm so tempted to just ask that one and see what happens. Time is fake. It does feel that way sometimes, don't you think? Oh, I see how it is. Now you want to be involved when the research is getting somewhere. No, you had your chance. Just you wait. I think I'm onto something positively. Riveting. Okay, yeah, she's marriage material right there. Look at that face. I freaking love that. Yep, definitely. That's the moment. That is the moment. Elva, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. You came in at the perfect time. There we go. The shouty outy thing, which is all popular. So, welcome in, raiders. I am Nobody, doing some streaming here, doing some Fields of Mistria, just chilling. I absolutely freaking adore the face and the expression that you've walked into on the screen. That's just gorgeous. Yeah, you've caught me the exact moment that this character became marriage material. So yeah, observe that face and realize. Yeah, welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are sweeping away all your troubles and you are landing softly into a nice Friday evening or Friday morning for some of you. And yeah, thank you so much for the raid. If anyone needs to raid and run, that is fine. Take care of yourself. Grab some food, some snacks, stretch your limbs. Stretch your limbs, not lems. If you've got lems, that's fine. We don't discriminate here. I'm just saying stretch. Hydrate. Walk around. Breathe. Fresh air. It's all good. Sweeping over your stream like a broom. Yeah, that's true. This lady won me with her cackle and lost me with the boob window. See, I don't mind about the boob window either way. I think she just has like a cheeky and kind of sassy attitude, and I like it. I still think Rain is my favourite. And then there's the cynic in me which just goes, go for the royal, go Adeline. Wealth, property, it makes sense, do it. I'm just like, well, it does. Alright. Like, here we are. Perfect timing. Rain up. Definitely high on that list. Have you heard of a baker's dozen? We make an extra one to taste test. Well, accidentally made a Raina's 14. That's adorable. Alright, so... What are we doing? I forgot what I'm doing. I don't think marriage has been added to the game yet. Kid just mentioned that they've added the dating options, which is good. So, we'll have to see. Get on so well with the kids. Thanks for keeping an eye on them every once in a while. It's not like they won't leave, no matter how many times I ask. Huh? I said, no problem, anytime. Used to rainy days spent shoulder to shoulder with friends. Voice in the mines? Must be Jack Black. I'm telling you, eerie things have been happening there since the earthquake. But someone brave to look into it. Am I brave or just desperate and poor? 0 out of 10, no waifu, no laifu. I love it. I heartily agree. I am in fact hopeful that in future there will be waifu. Alright. Get some of this stuff cooking. Melting away. Art Steam, hello, how you doing? Welcome in. Gotta get the day started with kids. Happy Friday, Joe. Good luck with the youngins. Hope you have a wonderful day with little ones. And yeah, grab some of that coffee. Thank you so much for popping in as always. Appreciate ya. Heart is fine. Heart is incredible. How you doing? What you been up to? What you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I am buying some stuff. We have no crops at all. What's this all about? The letter was pretty vague. Mistria has bounced back from the earthquake quite nicely, don't you all think? I'll say you've unearthed a real talent for managing things. But I don't want us to rest on our laurels. There's no reason why we can't become the best town in Aldaria. Upgrading the... Ooh. Upgrade the general store, eh? Okay. Your dream come true. More stock, better selection. Just think of all the new puns I could come up with that kind of material. He never changes. Exactly, everyone who lives in Mistria would see some benefit. That is, if you tour up to the challenge of running a larger store. Absolutely. Platinum hunting and a few games at the same time. Ooh, which games? Thought that might be the case. Unfortunately, since this isn't a recovery project, I'm afraid the capital won't be able to assist. We'll pitch in, it'll be no problem. I've already secured Reese and Marge's involvement, and I've come up with a list for each of us. 500 stone, 300 wood, 5 copper ingots, 5 iron ingots, and $3,000. God damn. That's a lot of resources. Better be worth it. Lego Harry Potter, Observation, Little Nightmares 1, and Final Fantasy 8. Ooh. Little Nightmares, I remember playing that back in the day. Quite enjoyed it. I think the only thing they would want that I've got is copper ingots, really. Alright, it's 11 PM. Let us flee back home to rest. Still don't have any seeds. Need to plant some. Wait, hang on. Yes, we've donated one of those, so we may as well sell it. Donated that, so we may as well sell it. Up to those. Orbs. We'll hang on to that. What else we got? May as well sell the ant. I'm sure that one ant will make us a millionaire. Little Nightmares 3. I didn't know there was going to be a 3. I know there was 1 and 2. I've beaten the first one. I played the second. Didn't finish the second one. Now, it doesn't surprise me there's a third, come to think of it. It's a really popular franchise. Alright. We need to get more arable land. There we go. Start getting some seeds, plant some crops. Use a shopping buddy. Want to pick out the ingredients I'll make. You go to the general store and you've got time. Ooh, it's date time. Love it. And we're headed to the general store anyways. It is a win-win. Do this. What's this? Request for sap. I've got sap. This game looks a lot like Stardew Valley. It's pretty much a Stardew Valley clone. There's no two ways about it. Ranger's jacket. Ooh. I want one of them. But date time. There she is. Ready to do a little shopping? Yes, ma'am. I was just telling Raina here, you two couldn't have picked a better time. A fresh shipment came in this morning and I stocked the shelves myself. Get out, pick the place. Let's make it count. You know those real sour gum and candy salt? Let's go something local. A real taste of mistria. Let's see. Oh, we're going to be here all day. Would you smell that time? I think we've got our seasoning. Time will tell, but I think you've made a good choice. I was waiting for that. Now I think about it, we actually got a surprise in our shipment today. This here is a dragonhorn mushroom. We don't usually keep them in stock. Too hard to find. Faces remind me of Saga Frontier. The art style definitely has like a late 90s, early 2000s anime kind of vibe, and I really like it. It reminds me of like Macross Plus and all the other stuff from way back in the day, although it's a little bit more modern than some of that, like maybe Tenchi Muo sort of era, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I kind of dig it. You need a bit of a knack to find them. Nora and I used to pick them as kids. You can eat them raw, but they're great sautéed, fried, really any which way. I thought I'd just have it as a snack, but it sure does look tasty. I believe we found our ingredient. I have to do the pun. It was superb. There we go. You two don't leave mushrooms for arguments. I love this. 3 for 3. I'll tell you what, that and the time are on the house. Little stovetop set up in my room. Let's get cooking. Oh, we get into a room. Where's the romancing saga? I gotta find it. It's probably fire danger. Oh, she has a whole stove, not just a little hot pot. Well done. Let's see, we really want to focus on what makes Mistria special, so I think something simple but elevated. I have no idea what a amuse-bouche is. A mushroom and a dessert don't work, so I'm just going to go with the first option. Get excited for the meal to come. May I present Dragon Horn Mushroom with Thyme. What a flavor. Thanks for your help. It isn't much food though, is it? Tell you what, there's a pot of curry from yesterday downstairs. How about I heat some up for us? Ooh, it's a home date. Oh, I'm feeling all warm and mushy inside. If only. Alright, what are these two up to? I can never decide between push-ups or breakfast first. Breakfast while doing push-ups. It's very easily solved. And it got me all the grain I needed. Time to get brewing. Ooh, grain alcohol. Alright, we need seeds. That's why we came to this place in the first place. Looking for Celine. She took off. She took a different shift this week. What do we got? 2 potatoes. Fast growing fall crop. Yeah, sure. Let's do some of those. Broccoli. 6 days. 4 days. Grab 2 of those. So once, 9 days, 14 days. That should be enough. That's most of our cash, by the way. So we plant all this. We have to wait like 6 or 7 days to get any kind of cash out of it, and then we can just go to the mines in the days in between to get some money. And then, finally, we get livestock. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Oops. That should be more than enough. Then we can put this over here. I may as well put it close to the scarecrow, actually. That's the whole point of the damn thing. Alright, there we go. Seeds planted. We are now poor. Fine. Yeah, look at this cheeky little bugger. Like he owns the place. He pretty much does. Alright, to the mines. To the mines! Speaking of the mines, though, I saw there was an upgrade to Minecraft. The Distant Horizons or something like that. It's just a graphics and texture update in vanilla Minecraft. And I think the Happy Ghast sort of stuff has moved from like, the beta versions or whatever they do to the production version. So I do kind of want to fire up a solar world and see if I can experiment with that, because that looks kind of fun. You could say that having a ghast that you can ride has a kind of a steampunk vibe to it. Like this creature, which is basically your kind of balloon or blimp. Put a saddle on the thing. You know, it makes sense. And we now have a use for all this stone that we're collecting because they need this for the store to upgrade it. So it's a win-win. Go. That's him taken care of. There we go. always found it kind of interesting that we'd be willing to do digital chores as a kind of game, but most of us don't enjoy doing chores in real life. Like, I wouldn't really enjoy mining with a pickaxe. But I'll happily click away in a game which is just doing that. Yeah. Flying mount? Yeah, pretty much. Just seems like a fun little idea. Alright, what is this strange unidentified artifact? Tin lunchbox. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat whatever was in here anyways. It's not a good idea. Don't know where it's been, you don't know how many centuries it's been buried. Although, funnily enough, there was an article I was reading a long time ago, which was archaeologists in Egypt had basically found honey in tombs, like pots of it or something like that. And they said that they actually tried it, and it was still edible. I find that really fascinating, that you can have product from just bees, so something as simple as honey can last centuries and still be edible all that time later. Just blows my mind. Right, can we get to level 15? Technically dust is edible. I mean, dust is just primarily human skin. So, I mean, technically, yeah, you could. I think the honey would taste a little bit nicer. I can't believe I missed that. That's my hyperfixation, so I'm going to go to sleep now. No worries. Have a lovely sleep, Elva. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Being edible doesn't mean it's tasty. Okay, that's true. Eat mystery honey sounds terrible. I think it's probably something to try once in your life at least, if you have the opportunity. Maybe not something to do every single day. Oh. Did see. I think we can give this to Juniper. She likes wine and fancy things and monster parts, so. Yeah. You try everything once at least, but with that, good night. With that, Elva vanishes into the shadows. Have a good sleep, Elva. Okay. I think we can do this. I think we can get to level 15. We're going to pass out, but... Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Ooh. Anything else? Let's just get down a level. No! Oh, we can also eat the cake. There we go. That'll give us enough energy to get to level 15 in the mines. Jackpot. I do want more copper, so we'll go for those two. We have to hurry. Have to hurry. Made it to level 15. Nice. Is there any goodies we can get before we pass out? Nope, nope, nope. There's not. Okay, fair enough. Go. We have an hour and 20 minutes in game to get home. Otherwise we'll get the debuffed the next day. Which is not the end of the world. Just like to avoid that if I can. Yeah. I don't think we're going to make it. Yeah, we're not going to make it. We're going to pass out again. But maybe we'll get magic for doing that, because the last time we had that cutscene happen, we miraculously were given some strange power, so... Oh, we might just make it. By the skin of our teeth. The hair and our chinny chin chin, we have just made it in time. But we didn't sell anything, so no cash. Alright, those are growing, which is good. Is there anything we can sell? Probably not. Monster powder. I can think of someone who might prefer that. Alright, so... let's run for the mines again. Whoa. Popular all of a sudden. What's going on? Everyone's going up there. Request for Rosemary. We'll do that request in time, of course. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? We're going to deposit some of this here. There you go. It will be a while until we can finish off all of that, but we can at least start resource gathering for it. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm heading to the mines. One more day of hard work to recoup our funds, and then livestock time. Alright. There we go. Wait, can we jump that? No way, it's too far. There we go. Nice. Go. Imagine that we'll eventually be able to get iron ingots. There we go. Ooh. Nice. A lot of copper. Got some rubies as well. Love it. There we go. Mine's floor lamp. A mineshaft floor lamp with a worn look. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. In-game, that is. We are making progress. There we go. So the ladder's there, but let's see what else we can get. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. So we'll aim for floor 20 in this. It looks as though the deeper we go, the better the rewards are. Which makes a phenomenal amount of sense. Yep. And what is this rare artifact? Miner's pickaxe. Wait. Whoa. One at a time, one at a time. Alright, let's you take care of your last one. Come here. Why am I facing the wrong way? Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, can't we make it to level 20? We're so close. We can. Nice. Let's go to level 20. Ooh. A faint whisper breaks the silence. Hero, the water seal. Don't break it. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced that concept of breaking the seal. You're out in a night drinking, and then you're drinking plenty of alcohol, and then in that initial period it's fine, but the very first time you pee, you break the seal, you just can't stop peeing for the whole night. You just have to keep going again and again and again. I don't know why I think of that all of a sudden, but just, it says Hero the Water Seal, and I'm just like, breaking the seal, alcohol, night out, drinking. It just made sense in my mind. There were connections, there was logic there was a structure. Well, that purple stuff doesn't look good. The tablet has an unknown language inscribed upon it. Ireland might be able to translate the text if you take a rubbing of the tablet to him. What are we, Indiana Jones? What? We don't have room. What are we throwing away? We shall... we can use that in a quest. Let's just get rid of that. Miner's jumpsuit. Alright, any other goodies? This to be a seal of some kind. You can feel a small amount of power trickling through the crack. Of the dark side. Okay, it's 6 PM, so Din Din's at the inn. Deal was one of the quests we had to turn in, which is good. We are winning. On it. We must donate that. So Sap was one of the quests we had to turn in. Deal was one of the quests. Time was the other one. Island. Water tablet, yes. Well, hello. What's this you've given me? Give Island a summary of the events in the mines. Exaggerate your adventures. Well, let's go with the succinct route. Found a hidden chamber in the depths of the mines. Yes, we did. Filled with unknown artifacts. That's probably going to be enough to excite him anyways. Including a stone seal and a tablet and unlearned language on it. Would you want my help in translating? See, he is thrilled. I think this has been below Mistria this whole time. It is an interesting thought. We find fossils, we find artifacts and all that kind of good stuff as we go, right? What unimaginable treasures are hidden beneath the very ground we stand upon? What civilizations, what ancient ruins, what fossils, what discoveries await? I think when they do construction work in Italy, for example, they always find the Roman artifacts, Roman burial grounds, and all kinds of amazing stuff. To the point where they probably just go, oh god, another digging project, we're going to find skeletons, aren't we? And lo and behold, skeletons. I imagine the same thing is true in both Paris and London as well, because of how long they've been populated and how little space they had to bury the dead. But yeah, we stand upon centuries and centuries of history. It's almost impossible to tell what could be beneath our very feet. I hate to admit it, but this translation is a bit beyond me. This is written in a language called Witch Speak. It was spoken a very long time ago. There's a lot of legend surrounding it. Most spectacularly, there are claims it was how humans and dragons originally communicated with each other. Today we have an incomplete knowledge of it. Much of our understanding comes from unreliable secondary sources. But lately I've begun to suspect that there might be someone in town who knows a lot more about it than I do. Baylor, I know he's hiding something. No, Juniper, she's the closest to a witch that we have. Is he on the same page? Juna has dropped a few hints about the arcane and unknown. I'm sure she can help us. Witch? And she's a hag too. I suspect requesting for her to meet us at the manor house will not bear fruit. She'll want to be on her home territory. To the bathhouse. You have that little Batman transition music. Because we are sort of like Batman and Robin, the detective. And there, of course, is Doozy. Ah, I can tell just by the look on your faces that you're here to discuss something interesting. No, we're just here to see Doozy. That is to say, interesting to you. If it's not interesting to me, you'll find my help to be very expensive. Perceptive as always. Our friend found a witch-speak tablet deep in the mines. Well, that is to say, I suppose I could take a look. We should actually be charging her at this point. We're grateful for your assistance. Let me fill you in on those details. I have some thoughts about the tablet's syntax, Juniper. That's nerd. Whoa. Damn. You got told. Fascinating. Before I tell you what's on the tablets, I have one request in return. If you find any more of these tablets, you bring the robbings directly to me. Fair enough. Well, Juniper, we're all in this together. Always call them out. Wait a minute, that means I get called out all the time. Lovely, let me read it aloud for you too. O earthbound mortals who wish to remove the seal, gather proof of your desire to unite these lands again. Place in the dragon's hold 4 offerings. From the earth's good graces, a ruby. Catch a swiftly flowing fish of stone. Moth who gathers near the flame. A brown mushroom of the mines. That seems kind of lackluster. Find a stonefish, okay. Magical. A ruby, wealthy. A mushroom. One of these things is not like the other. Incredible. Please understand that a witch speak is much more poetic and expressive, but I've done my best I can with our common tongue. The only one I'm familiar with is Ruby, which I believe you can find in the mines. I would assume that means the rest can be found in the mines as well. Millennia-old scavenger hunt. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. An incredible mystery. Good luck. We'll be waiting to hear an update with bated breath. Why do I not trust Juniper all of a sudden? She could be lying to us. Nerd. Sorry, I guess you got my words. And that's fair enough. I can respect the honesty. Even though it hurts. It hurts my poor feelings. All 2 of them. Those 2 feelings, you know, they feel everything. What did I come in here for? No, they don't offer it, so we can't. We have to upgrade the store to get the backpack upgrade, I think. Which is fine. get rich feeling that. Free food. Potato soup. I can't imagine potato soup tasting all that nice, to be honest. Also, I saw that tin lunchbox at the museum and started making bets on who would eat whatever was inside. We were so disappointed when Errol said it was empty. Filled with imagination. Cook on up some greenery. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Nothing. It's full because I keep finding leaves indoors. How do they get in here? Stone horse in the museum's collection is so cute. I was trying to figure out the breed, but it's awfully hard to concentrate when I'm looking at that round little face. I got enough of it. A generous heart, your donations to the museum collection are appreciated. It's amazing how you're always able to keep the general store so well stocked. Bail is a large part of it. We've just got a good group of people who pitch in to keep things humming along. Why are we not getting a cut of the profits then? How's the weather out there? Better in here, I bet. What? No pun? Can't believe this. Outrageous. What are these three doing up here? So, truth or dare? Truth, no dare. Actually, wait. It's usually so decisive, but Raina always makes her think twice. You never know what Raina's going to ask. Aww. I love how those three are friends. What are we looking for? They're in the bathhouse. They're up here. Wait, are they up here? They are. Balin can't keep me under observation for a sniffle. I've got a bathhouse to run. I mean, she can. This is going right into my cauldron. I can see it bubbling now. I thought she'd enjoy that. Oops, no. We walk to Valen, or is it just shop? I inherited most of my furniture in this clinic, and the rest was furnished by Mary. Medical furniture isn't always easy to find, so I'm rather impressed by Mary's resourcefulness. What's this? No idea what I just gave her. Assume it was cocaine. Alright, 10 PM. Good, good, good. There we go. Yeah. We'll sell those. Those. Poisonous. Monster shells. Yeah, we'll keep that. Still waiting on them crops to come in. To the mines tomorrow, and then what we'll do. So we'll play one more day in game. We'll go to the mines. Get more goodies. Because we need to find the other bits and pieces for the seal quest thing. And then our crops should come in. We have lots of cash coming in. We can get some livestock. And then we'll finally be back on track. That is the plan. I think it's a good plan. And if it's not a good plan, Just leave our items there for now. What am I meant to do with this? Place furniture. Oh, it's one of these. Cool. There we go. Nice cozy lamp. Although I probably should have put it one space back, actually. That's fine. Alright. Who's the mines? Hell are those things? They are looking far. Ooh. It's not that I want to go to tonight's gathering at the end. It's simply doing this. I'm simply doing this little hamlet a favor by showing up. So tsundere. Cannot believe it. Juniper's got a sharp tongue, but she opened the bathhouse here, so she's okay in my book. It's another beautiful morning in Mistria. You can really feel the winter's on its way in the early morning, huh? Hang on, who? Hang on. Pretty sure that I had some stuff that I could turn in, so... Lantern moth. Mushrooms. That's in progress. Rewarding choice. Cheese, corn, fennel. Milk. Pears. Pomegranate juice. Rosemary and the sap. Seaweed. Oh, we gave that away. Tomatoes. Trout. We don't have any of these. Which is fine. We'll get them eventually. What's the shell? Ugh. I probably need to spend some time actually collecting some of these items. Oh, we need the bug catching net. Where to catch the moth that was mentioned, we need a net. Hang on, but I could just use the copper to make that net. Okay. So if we go on up over here. There we go. Then we could make a copper fishing thing. We have enough for the fishing rod? We do not. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh. Blackberry. Sure this will come in handy sooner. What was for dinner? Dinner tonight was Subway, corn chips, and Ben & Jerry's brownie ice cream. Oh, hang on, we can't go any further. We need to go to level 15 then. Do our mining here. So today's cheat day, which means ice cream is okay. There we go. So we're looking for water and we're looking for moth. Basically. How to get your sub? Ooh, catch that. So I normally do steak and cheese. Toasted white bread with some veg and some I've forgotten the name of the sauce, which is kind of strange. That's why I'm struggling. I'm just like, hang on a second, I order this all the time. Chipotle sauce, what am I saying? I can't believe it took me so long to remember what I get every single freaking time. So, steak and cheese, chipotle sauce, light vegetables, white bread. I didn't have lunch today, because I wasn't feeling well. So, my dinner was all of the food for the day. What about yourself, Putty, if you're going for a sub? How you doing it? What you getting? Okay. I don't see any... Oh, I see a fish. Do I have a fish? I don't have a fishing rod, though, so... That's not gonna work. That's fine. For 20 PM in-game, okay. Getting a lot of these worms, though. I don't know how useful they're gonna be, but we're getting them. Sub in a while, don't know what they have anymore, probably steak and cheese, yeah. It's a pretty basic thing. You got your protein, can't go wrong with some cheese. There used to be... Still there, actually. Not the current job, but like 2 jobs back. There was a fantastic little sandwich place. It wasn't like a chain, it was just an independent store. And they did an amazing Philly cheesesteak. I say that, but I've obviously never been to Philadelphia and had like a classic, whatever it actually is. I've only had the imitations. But I mean, I assume it can't be too difficult. Red toadstool, good, good, good. It's like 90%. Yeah, that's probably true. The same with, I think the other famous one is Chicago deep dish pizza, which you can get in other places, but I don't know. Kind of doesn't feel authentic unless it's from the place that invented it. A bit like pineapple on pizza was done in Canada first, so while I've had pineapple on pizza many times, there's a little voice in the back of my head that goes, it doesn't count because you didn't actually go to Canada to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that argument, but it's a bit extreme. Ooh, what is this? Perfect copper ore. Ooh, nice. Wait. Oh, I like these lamp things. We can get rid of... We can trash the wood. Pick up the mine's floor lamp. That. Ooh, another artifact. We'll have to give up on it, I think. Sometimes the original isn't great. I've had one. Also wasn't a fan. Got it shipped from Chicago. I mean, it's not something that would be on my list of things to try, per se. It doesn't jump out as something that I should instantly get and enjoy. But it's one of those examples that comes to mind of, yeah, this is like a staple food, a famous one, or like a region. Nearly 10 p.m. Getting kind of tight, but that's fine. Anything else to hear? Hear ye, welcome to Queen Maple's game of succession. Each of you is here to vie for the chance to become my heir and one day rule over all of Eldaria. Of course, anyone who doesn't become heir might be put to death. If reading old history books have taught me anything. That's how royalty does it. Who are we to argue with a system of rule thousands of years old? Now would the members of my court please introduce themselves? Lord Beetle. Maple, do we really have to be put to the death if we lose? I don't want to do that. Ah, shucks, little guy. I think Queen Maple is just setting the tone. Lord Hayward wouldn't harm his fellow courtiers. I am Lord Anvilstrike, and the Queen is right. Only ignominy and death await my foes on the road to becoming heir. I just want to ruffle his hair. Got it shipped from Chicago. Really? Oh. Oh, I tell you, I fell for the dumbest thing today. I swear. So, one of our colleagues, it was his last day today. He's resigned, he's moving on. And he basically ducked off to the pub at about 2 p.m. And people started making their way there slowly just to have some drinks and farewell him and whatnot. And I'm sitting in the office, and I'm sitting across from a colleague of mine. And someone who's at the pub calls the office phone number and goes, "Hey, where are you?" Speaking to my colleague, mind you. And my colleague, she instantly says, "I'm right behind you. Can you not see me waving to you?" And I just know that for like 10 seconds, the guy on the other end was like, "Wait, really?" Even though he called our office on a landline. And then was told, "I'm right behind you." That doesn't work. And then I, with lacking critical information, was like, "Wait, really? Is this person in the office? What's going on?" And even I was confused for 5 to 10 seconds. All that to say, I am sometimes very, very dumb. So if you say that you got Chicago deep dish pizza shipped to yourself from Chicago, I might actually believe that, even if it's completely untrue and completely infeasible. Unfeasible? Infeasible? Non-feasible? Non-fudgeable? NFTs? Remember when those were a thing? Never found a use case for it, but hey, is what it is. But anyways, back into it. Well, maybe just exile with some community service hours. I'm Lady Kettle, sister to the Queen. If I win this contest, all your lives will be spared. Done, Queen. Oh, come on, Raina. Raina already has my vote. Too bad this isn't a voting game. As long as we can still be friends afterwards, I guess Lord Beetle is ready to unleash his million-strong bug army. That's a spirit. Nerds. I found an old board game in the museum archives. Look at this. Lords of the Land. Can't say I'm familiar with it. It's locked in a chest, which was a bit odd. Anyway, all the pieces are present and accounted for. Do you suppose we can play it? It might open up a whole new avenue of research. So we each pick a game piece to represent us on the board. Oh, I want the flower. It's a daffodil, Mom. And really? That's my game piece. That's me. Oh, she's pouting. I suppose it'll be the Jester's cap. Now, Island, if there's a Jester around these parts, it would be yours truly. When was the last time we even cracked a joke? Perhaps it was a reason this game was locked up. I was just thinking that. Exciting to welcome you to book club. I ran one in the capital too. I find discussion helps stimulate my mind as I formulate my memories. Now let's introduce her first book. Dorithia picked Tales of the Sea, a collection of fishy folk tales. Tell me about your favourite story. Like the Ballad of the Sea Cucumber. For a story with such an adorable premise, the sense of melancholy at the close is what made it stick out in my mind. It was the one about 3 pirates. I had no idea who was going to end up captain in the end. To be frank, I've been on ships like that. Partial to the Siren's song story that could relate. I'm not immune to a charming face and a pretty ditty. Okay. You walk right into the ocean, I suspect. Lucky for me, I'm such a strong swimmer. Psst. Broccoli cheddar. I think I've tried that before once. It was my birthday a few years ago. There was a famous restaurant that makes some, freezes them, and then ships it. Cool. Came in a fancy box. Oh, okay. I haven't eaten that fancy since the COVID days. I was like, you know what? Everyone's ordering from the food delivery app things. I should too. Did it for a bit. Tried poutine for the first time. You know, the Canadian thing with cheese and fries and whatnot. I liked it. While everyone down there is playing, we're up here doing the real work. Isn't that right, Dragon Guard recruits? Actually, I was just going to my room. Question for Adeline. Well, like I'm here to recruit the Dragon Guard? For new duties, like litter pickup. Don't worry, Del. I'm here because I totally believe in the Dragon guys. He's a good egg. Boy, oh boy. I can't say I'm impressed with the quality of recruits these days. I guess Ulrich will be the only one to hear about the treasure I found. Treasure? Treasure? No, treasure. You guys have a long way to go before you're ready to hear about treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Now, Dragon recruits, move out. It'll probably be a really big stick. Like a really cool looking one. But a stick nonetheless. Oh. Right, let us roll. Slip time. Oh man, we only made $10. Actually, no, we made no money. It was just 10 renown. Ugh. Begging in the streets at this rate. Saturday market and a birthday. Ooh. Save the game progress. Alright then, but I think what we'll do is I'll call it there. We made some good progress. I've gotten my rhythm again in terms of this game. There's a couple of things to do. There's a lot of things to do, but I've sort of gotten myself back on track. Because remember, it's been weeks since I last played this game, so yeah, it took a bit of getting used to. So now, what I'm going to do... Okay, we're going to find someone to raid into, and I think I know exactly who. And then I am going to wrap up for this evening. And... yeah. just take it easy. I'll stay up a bit longer, but then I'm going to go to sleep as well. But first and foremost, thank you so much for everyone who popped in to catch the stream, and for anyone who catches the VOD later. Wishing you all a good day, afternoon, evening, reincarnation, teleportation. If you happen to get kidnapped by aliens, please just, you know, hope that they warm the probe. That's all we can really hope for. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. I will probably be streaming again tomorrow. I'm feeling like some Dying Light 2, some zombie parkour action. So that should be fun. And then I might try and get a third stream in this weekend, because I don't have too much on that I need to do, like errand-wise and whatnot. But for now, we're going to raid out to Saito, who's playing Persona... Persona something? I don't know. It's one of them RPG games that I've always planned to play, but never got around to playing. So we're going to raid out to him. And yeah, thanks so much, and I will catch you all in the next one. But until then, bye-bye. Wait, I should have timed this better, so we do that first. And then we click the button. And then I can do the... There we go, that's what I was missing. Didn't quite get the time set up, didn't get the time set up. Timing was the problem. And then the other thing I need to do, what you always need to do is... Bye-bye.